Good morning, everyone. Here's a simple activity to do with your child. I've got a small gourd, which are really squash, which are really pumpkins. So if you will probably have a bigger pumpkin at your house, but maybe you don't celebrate Halloween and you have the inside of a butternut squash or any kind, your child can help you clean that out. And it's interesting for children because they discover seeds. And that's a great time maybe to read the book that we read today, Pumpkin Pumpkin, because then they make a connection between the seeds and the plant and the growth. So your child can help you scoop this out. It's a great fine motor activity for them. And they can use their hands or they can use a spoon. Some children are what we'd call a little squeamish. They don't like to touch things like that. So then a spoon, I've just got a simple small plastic spoon. And now I have two hollowed out halves. I'm going to keep those for later. But depending on your child's sensory needs, they may just love playing with this. It's sort of a goopy thing, and they may squish it, they may mold it, they may do a lot of things. You could have a spoon in a cup. After, you could keep these seeds and dry them, and you could do a simple art activity with them. So I've just got a piece of paper, I've got my glue, and your child can just squeeze the glue, great for fine motor, builds up those muscles we all need in our fingers for writing. They can use the seeds for a gluing opportunity once they're dry. And you can see they're just going to put them on the paper like that. This is a great sensory and fine motor activity as well as creative. So it takes a lot of areas of learning in, and it is so inexpensive and easy. You don't need to buy anything fancy. If you don't have paper, you could use the back of a cereal box. Again, just the seeds. And if you don't have a pumpkin, but you do have a squash and you're about to eat it, let your child get involved with that by scooping it out, keeping the seeds, letting them play with the inside depending on their sensory needs, keeping the seeds later and drying them. You can also roast these seeds as well. Any squash seeds you can roast. Put a little oil and salt on them, roast them. You can eat them. Just be careful, of course, young children, of choking because the shells are quite hard. But there's so many different things you can do with this. So I hope you try these activities at home. And later we're going to do something else with the outer part of our gourds or your pumpkin, depending on what you have at home. Bye, everyone.